Now, this could be dangerous, as today we check in with secret subject, the Nyanpire Queen Vtuber, who is currently creeping ever so closer to 69,000 subscribers on YouTube. And yes, is also making us hypnotized and letting us know about this. I just want to address the accident on today's stream. I am super disappointed in what happened. Yes, it was my fault that my camera came on, but when I asked for people not to clip, they did. If you clip that moment, you are now banned from the stream. Adding, I'm super uncomfortable to see my face on screen. The years of harassment, fat shaming, and being called ugly have weighed heavy on my mind. Hence why I VTube. So although it was my mistake that the camera was plugged in, I'm saddened by the amount of clips of that moment. Bringing us once more back to Ryugu of Vyugan, receiving this very tasty fan art along with the other Vyugan girls by Momo. Oh yeah, I'm loving it. Who also yesterday had been banning users that were clipping a moment that she asked not to be clipped. Now once again bringing up this comment that we also highlighted in our episode yesterday. That again coming from Leon Aniki, saying so many people don't realize that when you hit that clip button, it creates a clip regardless if it's published or not. Many people use it as a personal rewind button and don't understand the consequences of that. Once again, this is a long-standing feature of Twitch, as many now consider it a bug, that yes, every time you hit the clip feature, it may create a 1-minute clip whether you choose to actually publish it or not. With Riku saying, please read this, because me and most of my community didn't know. Some of the people I banned reached out and got unbanned as they thought they were rewinding the stream and not purposely clipping. I wasn't happy, so I reacted impulsively, but I didn't know you can clip accidentally. And yes, on numerous Twitch channels, this feature has been clogging up and pushing out legitimate clips for years. As Shylily even added, I didn't know. I too am guilty of hitting that clip button to see what happened when I missed something, or only had the stream on in the background. With Riku later adding, that said, clips and accidentally doxing happen all the time, so especially if the streamer's asking you not to clip, please use common sense and don't. And next up with Hololive English, we have Hope, that being their V-singer IRyS of Project Hope, saying cute, even the mic, that being of this cosplay from Silver, giving us a HyRyS, it's IRyS. And while her dollress is no longer on sale, Hololive English's Mori Calliope was able to get one just at the last minute, as we also had this almost surprise stream between IRyS and Hololive Japan's Sora, with the two playing a game of Raft, and IRyS making a Sora soda joke, asking her senpai if she could drink her. Sora was left fairly speechless, but there were potentially other reactions, as caught here by Lily is asleep. And while we had one Raft collab, surprise, Hololive came to us with another cross-branch Raft collab, this being between Crazy Ollie and Hololive Japan's Hachima. While Hachima would use a very different thumbnail and saying, we are hashtag HoloCHAOS. We play Raft together. This is fine. We can alive. After the collab posting this and saying Ollie was yummy, hashtag HoloCHAOS. As Ollie was also the subject of another beating, such as this work from The Rain Man with the illustration entitled Office Girls, which yes, was also mirrored in this work between both Hololive Japan director A-chan and her new Hololive worker Nodoka, seen here in this piece by Das Doctor entitled Hardware Troubles, as also Tora Arc was on hand giving us idol versions of these two as well. And this pair are performing even more streams, now getting ready for a watch-along of Hololive Error's first arc. As Hololive would say, Hololive Error modern and classic arcs have concluded. Before the train arc begins, let's review the show till now. And also available from Hololive is merchandise of the Super Expo 2022, with lots of card stand, binders, and mats available, and pre-orders ending on April 17th. Meanwhile, with Hololive Indonesia, this morning they tweeted out an ominous soon, leading to loads of wonderful speculation, including proper 3D debuts for Hololive Indonesia Gen 1, as this Gen tomorrow will be releasing a 3D music video original song, posted up to the hashtag High15. Also available now in 3D is Kinoko Ame, now available on VR chat by Hask at HaskSoft. And speaking of Ame, we have this work from Radical Highway, giving us Ame Family in this very dynamic and cute work, of course now being based off the very popular Spy Family anime, as also represented here with Hololive members by this work from Minson. And yes, as Miria with Kometa would make clear, it's pronounced Spy Family, no X or cross, but as Virgil may say, it is also maybe now known as Spy Times Family. And yes, lead character from this anime anime, Anya is just as popular as ever, receiving this Miku Miku dance model from Tamu and being shown off in full with all of her expressions here by Komao. As further along, also this morning, Nijisanji English's Petra Gurin would excitedly tweet out, "I got everyone here to watch Spy Family together." Also now leading us to Nijisanji English's Millie Parfait, the Witch of Calamity. As Petra would say, "I would die for Anya," and Millie responding, "The cutest baby." Millie would also go on to egg on Nina Kosaka with Nijisanji English to start streaming on Twitch, and also tweeting out, "How do I undo watching Fateful Findings? I still keep thinking about it." That being part of a watch-along with Homo Pain Puff of the infamous Neil Breen film. As yes, the two would go on to watch this indie masterpiece in this set that yes, Homo did confirm is based off the Red Letter Media set. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they were watching.
I can't wait any longer. I'm not ready for this.
Yes, indie cinema at its finest. And also at her finest, of course, is Finana Ryugu, hitting 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, while receiving this illustration from Uston in what we assure you is not a graduation picture and is simply a celebratory illustration. As also with Nijisanji English, a day after hitting 200,000 followers on Twitter, Reimu Endou has also hit 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, saying, "Oh God, I'll make sure to celebrate this next week as soon as the tournament is over." That being the incredibly popular Apex tournament V Psycho, which we'll be talking about again soon, with fellow Nijisanji English member Vox Akuma saying, "Congratulations, I'm so proud of you." As yes, we have the demon from the past, seen here wiggling in the dark from Aurelia Graphics, and earlier this morning tweeting out, "Today's the day for his very first karaoke," an unarchived karaoke that hit nearly 60,000 concurrent viewers and receiving wild artwork such as this work from Sora, giving us "Milord said guitarist" or bass guitarist, as Lillian would perfectly sum up the karaoke in this, entitled 522 Legends. And Vox was receiving loads of support from his fellow livers, with Ike Evelyn saying the production value on display is unparalleled, and Alouette saying, "Aw, Vox put a lot of effort into this." Rosamy Lovelock commenting, "Vox is doing so good," and Millie crying, tweeting out, "I'm so sad I'm touching grass right now. I wanted to listen to the karaoke, but when I checked, it was already unarchived." As also, Mika would go on to tweet, "In a car to accompany a friend for their normie meetings as I listen to Vox sing. The difference of the situation right now is making me want to kick a door." As we're also getting a kick out of V Shoujo's Iron Mouse, seen here in this animated work by Lamus, giving us a lo-fi Iron Mouse, and also stating, "I have long wanted to make such an animation. I hope you like it." Once again, collabing with not a VTuber, CDawgVA, and who has certainly not been brought to tears by other VTubers, as due to a penalty, CDawg was to praise Iron Mouse for an hour straight, leading to him creating a PowerPoint presentation, which we chronicled last night, in which he immediately had doxed Iron Mouse, may or may not have switched out the flag for Puerto Rico with the Cuban flag, leading us on with compliments such as, "I wish I had 1/100th of Mouse's strength, being able to stream and make amazing content even though you're fighting so much is really inspiring. I know you don't tell people a lot of the time in detail how tough things can be because you don't want them to worry, but it is really inspiring, and I can't wait to see how much more you have in store." Then immediately screaming out psych to that, but really following up with things that are cool about Mouse, listing off that she is a good streamer, good friend, nice sometimes, a worldwide streamer, and gamer. And speaking of gamers, here we have a cozy, wholesome gamer, V Shoujo's Silvervale, who is continuing to insist that she is not a fox, and is also insisting she really loves big sandwiches, as of course clearly illustrated here, and also saying, "I can't believe we're almost at 300,000 Twitter followers. I never thought I would ever have this many friends all over the world. Thank you so much for your support and interest in my content and community." As Mama Vale would mark the occasion with "She did it." I'm so absolutely freaking proud of her for reaching her dreams and keeping us cozy and entertained along the way. As also entertaining us is Lord Aethelstan, Fan, an undying musician, showing off his Twitch follows here and saying, damn, thank you so much for 50k bros. My life has changed a lot and I can't thank everyone enough for chilling with me in my big goofy ass castle. Receiving a congrats my lord from Shylily, and while Lord Aethel would go on to reply, even though I hate your guts, thanks Lily, he would follow up with a womp womp mother trucker Lily remix. Next up, we have Merryweather with a rebrand loading, stating they are rebooting and giving us a date in their banner of April 25th, with Merry Dog saying this is either going to be a huge pretentious mistake or the best move in my career. At least for now, I feel excited. As chaotic VTuber Sif Avalana would live up to her name, revealing this, that being the Meme Girls Studio account, formerly under Merryweatherly, now a separate studio, with Mary replying, Sif, you just launched a page we hadn't even announced yet. As also very importantly, Mary would tweet out, guys, I didn't know the term dogging meant something lewd, I swear. Being corrected by VChoJo's Natasha Yanners saying, yeah bro, that's not the right term, it's raw dogging. Okay, let's now turn back to Cyberlive, as this virtual talent agency is letting us know that mod apps are open, saying Cyberlive is now seeking moderators for all talent. As yes, you can apply to be a manager of any particular talent with the actual agency. As current Cyberlive member Utano Pandora would say congratulations to former members Lumi and Yuri, who have now moved to FaZe Connect, with Pandora saying, I'm really happy for them and wish them all the best, who is also receiving the Spy Family treatment here from Dust Doctor. As Cyberlive Gen 2's Emma also issuing out a congrats to Lumi and Yuri, please do support them and other talents. They are really amazing. With yes, one of those talents being Yuri, the Snow Leopard, as part of now FaZe Connect's Gen 1.5, who is threatening us with a good time, saying, thank you for 14,000 on YouTube. Welcome everyone and thank you. Dances on you viciously. Having earlier shared, I clutched my chest because I had some chest pains and said pain Nako out loud in front of my parents. And then also sharing this abomination, commenting, I took the booster blankets off my chair, the absolute state of it. With WhaleTuber Bao asking, do you wear full body armor when you sit down? Leading to Yuri to ask and recommend me comfiest chair for people under 5 feet tall, and we must say receiving plenty of good recommendations, such as this nostalgic choice, this very safe option, and this stylish one from Vibi, who said that they were speaking from experience. As these users then received a very rude I hate you all from Yuri. Now seen in this work from Guidus, giving us all the FaZe Connect members, with this artist saying, sorry if you got too scuffed. As we turn now to Off-Kai Expo, tweeting out we had all of FaZe Connect as guests, but they just went and got invaded. That won't stop us. So don't let yourself get captured or you'll be in for a world of chaos courtesy of Yuri. And while you are being captured, your valuables will be getting snatched by Lumi. So watch out come April 29. And for far more news about Off-Kai Expo, we now turn to our co-host, Lae-Dee.
Thanks, False. VTuber Fan Convention Off-Kai Expo features a lot of VTuber talents, such as Bao VTuber, who will be performing a live karaoke performance. There will also be a lot of informative events going on, such as talking about VTubing being very much so like pro wrestling, hosted by Tori Thaiga, Yanka Gogo, and Eggy Drago. But also giving a highlight to designing VTubers, this panel being specifically about what it takes to succeed in the VTuber indie space, featuring talents such as Shia, Buff Pup, Rose Doodles, and Eye Candy. Though the representation doesn't stop here, as there will also be a panel discussing the LGBTQ+ members in the VTuber community, along with Techie Cutie, who will talk about the ins and outs of merch creation, as well as voice acting and content tips from Ayane Hilo, and the many forms of VTuber models by Ava Lamp, who will also have a follow-up panel on what is a LewdTuber and how to become one, as well as the various dimensions of VTubing on how to be 2D to 3D by 3D character artist Yuri. We also have the Calgary Expo, as they are bringing popular Canadian VTubers, featuring VTuber talents Girl DM, Haruka Caribou, Kaimaniki, Melon Minty, Onigiri, and Takahata. Although some of the information may have been swapped a little bit, as a bio for Girl DM claims this green Neko to be a talented cook. Froggy has recently just debuted their 3.0 model, drawn and rigged themselves, while sharing these lovely designs, while also sharing some of her favorite backgrounds from her lore video, as promised. And for those of you who are interested in VTubers, live 2D rigging, as well as live 2D artists, Brian Sui has been hosting an event for VTuber model commissioning Q&A with creators such as Celia, Two Windtails, Doomfist, Day, and this upcoming event being April 16th with Skara and Fumiko Hoshi.
Thank you very much, Lae-Dee. And as a reminder, our co-host Lae-Dee will be celebrating her birthday this Sunday, April 17th, as we start over on YouTube, and then later in the day, move over to Twitch. Hope you can join us. And a very quick thank you to Cry-sama, dropping on us this work, saying, "It's me, Mr. ID." And that is all for this episode. As always, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Join our Discord for other VTuber news. We record live on Twitch, and we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.